Good morning, y'all. Um, it's the morning squirrel report, so I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, I do. Um, yeah, I do. It's back there, but I'm distracted by my new hairdo. um, the cold, and sorry about the light. I've tried to cover it up and make that work so that I have light, but then I have to keep. Okay, if I stay right here, y'all won't be blinded by the light. The morning sun. And what's funny is it's kind of on the side, but it's just the camera. And I'm going to, haven't done it yet, but well, I made the video this morning. And the thing is that the sky was like, it looked like it was on fire. It was just bright red. And it's red sky in the morning. Sailor take warning. And it just kind of comes that way almost every day. The camera, when I went out, I was like, whoa. And then you look in the camera, it doesn't look the same. It picks up all different colors. I say camera, it's a phone. And, um, I think about that whole, what would I do if I had a camera or a better camera? Well, there's that learning curve. Big learning curve on using the camera. And then I think if I had the camera, then I would also have to have the computer. So I've been looking at the computers, Squirrel. And I was sent a link. Y'all been so good about, it's like, here, try that. What about this? What about this? I have to also consider energy consumption on charging it. So it's just a lot. And my brain, it just, the technology. And here's the thing. I used to have a podcast. Isn't that funny? Back in the early 2000s, I had let's see, what did we call those? Desktop computer? And I had a little microphone and the whole bit, and I would do podcast. So they were up there for a long time, but I can't even remember the program I used. But eventually, they were even on iTunes for a while, um, and people would download, and so it was a fun time. And I actually know how to write HTML. How funny is that? Um, well, and people are looking, all the young people go, what's HTML? I knew how to insert pictures, image source, and do all that fun stuff. I could even put audio files on my blog. Actually, it was before there were blogs. I think we called them a homepage, is what we did. And you had to write certain things to get the background and colors, and it was a fun time, and I spent way too much time and energy doing it. I ignored my little babies. Go away, Mama's working on the computer, bless their hearts. I'm sorry, girls. I got obsessed with the technology. And so that kind of gradually grew, and eventually, I don't even remember when I got my first laptop. Honestly, I can't remember. But for most of the time, I used desktop. Oh, do y'all remember ICQ, our first messenger? I remember people making fun. It's like they would say, "Oh, it's just like talking on the phone, except for it takes a really long time. And you have to type the message and wait for it to go through." And then we learned about the whole World Wide Web, and I learned a lot of that from Luann. She showed me a lot of that stuff. Um, and but I just never could. It was real hard for me to connect. I really kind of need a face and a name, and so I really struggle with that now. So there's a lot of you, and I would like to thank you because I just listened to do a video of Alan's about treasures and treasures in the Shamayim. And it's something I've studied for myself, and it's one of the reasons why I live such a simple life is because I realize all of this is dust. It's just dust. Only what we do that has eternal value. And I would just like to say to those of you who are so sweet and you don't comment, some of you comment and email me, but some of you don't comment, you send me emails to encourage me. And you know who you are. Those are treasures. Whenever we encourage one another and lift each other up in prayer, those things done in secret, those are treasures. It was really, I'll have to attach the video link in my description because it was just, it really made my heart feel good. And especially, I'm not going to share with you what I wrote in my journal this morning. But what's funny, it was all about that. And it was all about, if we get so tied up, so consumed with the earthly treasures, our hearts and minds can't focus on what's real. And what's real is the relationship we have with other people. That's real. And it's because it's eternal, you see. It's going to last forever. All this other stuff, it's why I don't want a big house. I mean, I complain because I have to sweep this floor. I'm like, what is it, like 10 square feet? And I'm worried about it getting dirty. Not so much. And it needs mopping right now. And I will tell you, Squirrel, here's a good way if you've got a small space, or if you've got one of those. I can't even imagine doing it in some of the kitchens I've seen. Most people have kitchens that are bigger than my whole tiny here. So I can't imagine doing that. But for me, it works really well. And I actually sprinkle baking soda on the floor, and then I'll go and spray white vinegar on it. It's like a little mini volcano. And then all I got to do is mop it up. And it cleans it really good. So there's your little tiny tip for the day. I guess like in a bathroom, that would work. Because, white vinegar is very disinfecting. It will also take skin right off your hands. So you want to be careful with that. It is acid. I keep being distracted by my ears. But let me tell you, this cold, it's like I don't want anything to touch my face. And I do feel better today. And let's see. Oh, golly. Sweetie, you know who you are. She grows these herbs in Oklahoma, and it's a cold and flu. And she reminded me in the comments. I'm so bad. Anyway, it's yarrow, elderflower, peppermint. Awesome. I made me a cup of this tea last night. And I slept really good last night. It's so funny, though. In the night when I wake up, and I'm like, oh, is it daytime? Is it time to get up yet? Is the sun coming up? And I'll look, because I try to stay awake, but I just can't. I fell asleep in my chair twice. I was like, this is ridiculous. So finally I got in bed, and I'm out. 9 o'clock, I'm going. So I wake up, it's like 11:30. And I'm like, yay, I slept no, I didn't sleep all night. I had a really good nap. And what's funny is I just go right back to sleep most of the time. But anyway, it did help. And the more I sit up, the more sneezy I get. But it's not been near as bad this morning. But I think you can tell I still sound a little bit in there, a little a little congested and stuff, but it's not really that bad. So, anyway, I just wanted to check in with y'all this morning. Show you, show you my new hairdo. One of you nice, sweet ladies said something about you really liked my hair in a ponytail, and actually, it's in a bun. It's kind of a what we used to call a ballerina bun. It goes right on the crown of your head. My girls used to dance ministry, and a lot of times I was in charge of little girls getting their hair in a bun. And I used to use VO5. Y'all remember VO5? It was like in a tube. Mama used to put it on my hair to keep it from all that flyaway stuff. Oh, that makes me nuts. It still makes me nuts today. So now, I'll show you. Now I made up my own, I don't think you can see it. It says hair oil. It's actually olive oil. And then I put some essential oils in it. I know there's rosemary, because they say rosemary is good. Probably other, I can't remember what other oils I put in there. But my hair is oiled and slicked back. And it feels so good, and it's out of my face. And it's not sticking to me with all of the stuff. Not everybody can oil their head and get away with it. But, ooh, just think, when I go and sit in the sun after a while, it'll be like a hot oil treatment. It'll be amazing. So, did that. And, oh, yeah, and the hair. I have to tell you this. One reason I will do it, and especially if I'm encouraged this much, oh, my goodness. This is so long ago. Like over 30 years ago, I had my hair, I used to wear my hair like this, just pulled back, and it used to be all one length. I didn't have bangs at all. And so I'd have my hair in a ponytail, and Mama came over. She said, "You look like Dorothy Lamour with your hair like that." And I was like, who is Dorothy Lamour? And for most of us, we're going to know, because Dorothy Lamour was in all the movies with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. The Road to Wherever, and singing and dancing and stuff. And I was like, wow, thank you. She had amazing hair. But she would pull it back like this. It's very, when you live in tropical regions or in the desert, it's a good way to wear your hair. And especially with the oil on it, it's like, it's going to be like this for days. And in the meantime, it's given me a healthy scalp. So it's a hot oil treatment and all that. So, oh goodness, I'm getting really up there because I'm going to attach the sunrise video also. But I have to tell you, I've been watching videos from the RTR, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. They have got nearly 3,000 people over there. 3,000 people making friends, living in tents and cars and vans and RVs. And I can't tell you how glad I am just to be watching it on YouTube. I don't know if I'd have been able to really find a tribe with them. And so y'all knew that. So he let me find this little tribe of lovely Havarim. And I'm just so grateful. So, I hope y'all have a really lovely day. If anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. I don't really have much plans today other than go down to the office and pick up my mail, because it's after the weekend. I didn't go. I think Friday was the last time I was there, so I need to go see if I got any mail. I ordered a thing from Amazon December 23rd. Still haven't gotten it. And I still haven't gotten my calendar from Walmart. So I don't know what day it is. It's really hard. I just need that visual, man. And so I have to check my phone. If I'm going to write the date, which I do a lot, whatever, I just have to keep going to my phone. So anyway, I think this ought to do for the morning. Y'all had your coffee yet? I'm still drinking mine. So y'all enjoy, and I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon.